Yeah, hello and good day. My name is Anand. In this security foundations, I would be detailing about this video on this module 6, logging and monitoring. So, this one will be 6.1, the video, monitoring and alerting with CloudTrail and CloudWatch. So, I already opened on a different screen. You can see this activity. I also start this lab. It will take a couple of minutes to start. So, here in this the objectives of this lab is monitoring and alerting with CloudTrail and CloudWatch. So, after completing this lab, you should be able to do the following. Analyze events details in the CloudTrail event history. Also create a CloudTrail with CloudWatch logging in enabled. So, we will also learn about an SNS topic and an email subscription to do it. Of course, the most important one is the configure an EventBridge rule to monitor changes to resources in an AWS account. Later, we will also learn about this create a CloudWatch metrics filter and CloudWatch alarms. Finally, we will be exploring this CloudTrail logs by using this CloudWatch Log Insights. So, this is the elements, objectives which we are going to discuss. So, once the lab is ready, we can go with task 1. So, you can see this is what which is given to you. So, there is already an instance given, okay. So, yeah, and also a security group also has been created. We also have a CloudTrail and also a CloudWatch logs also created for you. What we need to do is, yeah, we need to explore insights and also create an EventBridge rule also. Yeah, we write that. So, the flow chart goes in this way. So, whatever you make changes in for a security group or something like that, this event bridge basically takes the rule which we have created and then it also notifies using this SNS topic to the users email notification. Later on, we will also do this alarm where CloudWatch metrics also a namespace, and then we will see if there are any failure login attempts where it will be sent through the email notification to the user. So, these are all the elements which we are going to do. Let us wait till the lab is green. Yeah, the lab is already green. What we can do, we can just click this link and start with the trail. So, beforehand I am just mentioning if you try for grading, you see this, even though I did not do anything, I think this is not functioning well. You already got 15 by 25. So, the grading may not function. The time when I am recording this video, the grading is not functioning. So, please do not ignore this grading part. Okay. So, the first part in our task 1, you see this one, go to services, this is CloudTrail. So, I will also duplicate this session, this particular window. So, I go to CloudTrail, So, just explore the event history and select this event source and select what we call as, let us explore the events of CloudFormation, the CloudFormation Amazon AWS.com. Yeah. So, this is your CloudTrail. CloudTrail is basically for viewing all your activities logs. Go to event history. There are several events which has been recorded. Normally, you see about 90 days of events will be recorded. Yeah. So, select your event source and provide the event source as which has been mentioned, that is CloudFormation. Just see that. There are some events which has been created. There are several events which are from CloudFormation. Go through the latest one. You see, for every event there is an event time. Just understand this one, event time, and you have an access key, you have a region from where it has been originated. You can even download all these elements also. and you see from event source, which we already tried to do. So all these things are, I mean, mentioned in this what we call as in your event source. Okay, so the source event. So you can also see the event details. This is describe stacks. You can also, this is a create stack. All more or less it describes the same. You can see the event source, the region, the key, and of course the event ID, event name, etc. Okay, this is what the analysis. As I mentioned, 90 days of the alerts, I mean the logs will be recorded. Okay, so beyond 90 days, you need to configure the trial, so which will be discussed in the next step. So in the next step, so create a trial. Let us create a trial. How to create a trial? Go to the dashboard, create a trial. Give the name of the trial as My Lab Cloud Trial. My Lab Cloud Trial. So just paste that. You can create a new bucket. You can see this. Create a new bucket which should include AWS Cloud Trials. That's okay. And in as a key, he mentioned as to clear the uncheck. I mean clear the box. No need to encrypt as of now. Okay. In additional settings, log validation, you can keep it enabled. Maybe CloudWatch logs, you can enable this one. Enable this one into the trial bucket. So just see this. Select enabled. Log group also choose new, and IAM rule. Yeah, this is your log group, which is new. This is your group name, and in your IAM role, you can select your existing one, that is lab cloud trial role. You can see that lab cloud trial. So then next is that choose your events log base. So yeah, trial already, yeah, you get a red message. This is expected. This is expected. You can see that. Once you do this, you should see the complete process of the trial. However, the user does not have the default attributes. So you see this, as he mentioned, yeah. However, the user you are logged in does not have permissions. That's okay. Instead of that, choose cancel. So yes, we don't get that. So just say cancel. However, please visit this particular one in CloudTrail, the dashboard. You already have created. This is already created earlier. So no need for you to create. He is only making you to just understand about how to create the process. So this completes task number 1. Effectively, we have studied about how to create a cloud trial. Creating an SNS topic. This is task 2. So what I do, this part is done. The second part is that go to SNS, notification service. Otherwise, you can search also and go over there. See here. If you go to the topics, there are no topics. So what we need to do, we need to create a new topic, standard, and the topic name is my SNS topic. Just create the topic and just say create a topic, use standard. Maybe you can say my SNS topic, and you can give your own name. This is optional, but still give a name. Okay. and you can say some of the optional things, who can publish everyone and subscribe to the topic everyone. Access policy. Yeah, you can say everyone and also subscribers everyone. You can see the preview of the JSON document also getting through. Allow everyone, asterisk is everyone. Okay, no need to just go through this JSON document. So whatever is the policy which we create, the JSON topic is also created. Yeah. So once this is done, you can create the topic. Yeah, the topic is created. Now the next topic is, within this, you need to add a subscription. You need to add a subscription. You see this one? You need to add. I mean, where this notification should be set. The topic ARN is my SNS. Okay, please select only my SNS. The protocol you can select as email and give an email ID, any mail ID, preferably a Gmail or any other. Okay, even though I don't use this mail ID often, yeah, you can write your own mail ID. Select email and point and create a subscription. Create a subscription. Similarly, if you want, you can add multiple email IDs also. One is enough. So I go to my SNS topic. You see this email ID has been added, but the status is showing as pending subscription, pending confirmation. So what do you need to do? Go to this email. Go to this email. Go to gmail.com and confirm your subscription. You will get an email. If you don't see, just go to spam. Sometimes it will be there in the spam, or maybe in promotions. You can check promotions, or maybe yeah, let me explore in the spam. Yeah, let me check. Yeah, it is there in the spam. You get a subscription notification. Confirm. Is confirm. Yes, subscription is confirmed. Okay, then try to refresh this. Try to refresh. Otherwise, reload. Whichever is convenient is okay. You should ensure that you should get confirmed. So this is done. So you can close this message. I think this completes your task number 2. The task number 2. Now let us learn about how to create an EventBridge rule. Very, very important one. This is task number 3. So how to go through this particular one? Go to the services, EventBridge, create a rule, and the rule is defined in detail. This is the name of the rule. Okay. So my topic is created. I don't require anything now. So what I do, I go to EventBridge. This is the dashboard of EventBridge. Yeah, EventBridge rule. Just create a rule. The rule name you can provide as monitor security groups rule. Yeah, the event bus is default. Rule type is rule with event pattern. Bus is default. Yeah, rule type is event with pattern. There are 5 steps here. So just say next in the first step. Yeah, in the second step, this is event source. Okay, event source, AWS events, EventBridge partner events. That is the thing which you need to select. Yes, it is already selected. And sample event is a default, optional. Okay. Under the event pattern, choose custom JSON editor. Yeah, this is the sample events. select this custom JSON editor. Yeah. Under this, you need to copy paste this script. This is a AWS API call. Basically, please copy exactly as it is. EC2, which is an API call, which tells EC2 basically if there is any modification done in security group, okay, it should trigger something. This is from the source. Now choose next. Select targets. The target type is AWS service. This is select targets, and the target is AWS service. Select a target, that is SNS topic. So you should get a notification, that is the target. Select SNS and provide the topic name as my SNS. Absolutely. Scroll down, and of course configure target input as input transformer. So in additional settings, you can select this as matched events. You can select as input transformer. Yeah, scroll down, input transfer, scroll down to the target input transformer section, and in the input field provide this particular one. You have to be careful, this copy. So you have to copy this input, choose configure input transformer. Yeah, here select this, and yeah, this is sample events. Input path, you need to paste this one in input path, not at the top. So just paste this one exactly same to same, and also the template, we need to copy paste the template. So this one, this is the API call which is made against the security group. This is how the message will be there, which has the following details and the value. Okay, so once this is done, this is the analysis. Confirm and then go with next. Please confirm. So you are in the main menu and say next. So we are still in the fourth, the third one is done. Fourth one, configure your tags. Tags is nothing, review also is nothing, create a rule. So it's done. So this is the targets which we have defined with the rule, and create a rule. The rule is now created. You see this one? The rule is created. Now let us test whether the rule is functional or not. So to test whether this is point number 10, what we do, go to EC2. So this is the EventBridge. So let us go with the EC2. Here is your EC2. What you do, we will modify the security group. So in this EC2 dashboard, you have one instance which is already running, that is your lab instance. You can check. Yeah, you have a lab instance which is running. Don't worry about the terminated one. Go to security group, select the security group. Yeah, lab security group, click the lab security group. You see inbound rule which is having only port 80, You edit this inbound rule, maybe try to add a rule, any rule, preferably SSH, and say anywhere, fine, and say save rules. Now just understand that we have modified this security group. Right? So the things which needs to get understood, see all these things we have done. Let us check this CloudTrail. So let us check this CloudTrail. Go to CloudTrail, which we already did earlier. So just say trial. Go to CloudTrail and just see that the recent modifications has been updated in the log. see, go to event history. Yeah, you can say event source as maybe EC2. Yeah, you see that describe security groups, most recent one. If you don't see, just wait for some time. If you don't see this, this is what he has mentioned in this event history. You should see event history, the most one should have this particular event, or you can say, you can just go to event history and see the latest one. Describe security group has been initiated. You can go into details also. Here you see the details is the port number 22 has been opened. You can verify that port number 22 has been opened or not. This has been modified actually. Describe security group to this particular activity. This is only just for your understanding, okay, nothing much. Describe security group. This is there in your event history, the latest one. Yeah, I think there are two things which are there. Maybe any one of these. You should see the details. Fine. The port number 22 also should be displayed. That is what we tried for the first one. This is EC2. Yeah, once you watch this CloudTrail, please check this notification also. Maybe you can check your mail. Let me check. Yeah, I have an AWS mail notification also. You are getting this notification because there is a modification. There is a trigger from this EventBridge. You can see that which has been the API, the security group so and so is the following details, which has been modified. So this message has been triggered from this so and so EventBridge. This is the service. This completes task number 3. If you have received a mail, then your task number 3 is okay. Task number 4, creating a CloudWatch alarm based on the metrics filter. So now let me go ahead with the next service, which is called as CloudWatch. So I have a CloudWatch. CloudWatch is basically monitoring service, a monitoring service. So what do you do? Just watch this log groups, create, okay, we have a CloudTrail log group which was already created. You see this, go to log groups for your exercise, this log group called CloudWatch. So what you need to do, create a metrics filter under actions. Select this, create, yeah, this is already there. You can create a metric filter. Let us learn about how to create a metric filter. And this filter pattern, you can use this copy paste. Okay, event, a console login, failed authentication, something related to failed authentication. Okay, we will also verify this one. So I just pasted this particular one, and what you can do is choose next, and the filter name you can give as console login errors. This is the filter name, console login errors. So just say next, don't modify any of the other things. You can give the filter name as login errors. This is called as a matrix namespace. So, the namespace name is CloudTrail metrics. So, just copy, yeah, and also provide the matrix name. Provide the matrix name as console failure count, and enter as metric value as 1. Metric value as 1. So, leave the rest of the other things next, and of course, create the metric filter. Metrics are measurable values, create metric filter. So, yes, we have created a CloudTrail log group which is successfully created. Yeah, perfect. This has been created. Now, create a CloudWatch alarm. So, let us go and create a CloudWatch alarm also. So, on the metrics filter tab, okay. So, this is the metrics filter tab. Select this console errors which will appear, which you have created just now, and create an alarm which will open a new tab. You see this? Create alarm. So, a new tab opens. This is point number 14. Specify metric and condition space under conditions. Okay. See this one. Metric name, leave as it is. Statistic sum, period is 5. Greater than or equal to. This is the conditions where your console login failure is greater than or equal to. I think he has mentioned as 3. Let me verify. 3 times the failure. Yeah, enter 3 times and choose next with an SNS topic. So, this is an alarm basically. Select an existing SNS topic, yes, that is my SNS, so that you will get a notification. What next? And add namespace, okay. Send notification, say next, add name and description as enter failed logins. So, just say next, not this, sorry, say next and just say alarm name as failed logins. Yeah, once this is given name, just say next. So, you have this add name and description. You can see that 3 has been highlighted. This is the threshold which you have given, more or less like your, and finally create an alarm. This is the last step. So, the alarm is now created. So, initially it will be there in insufficient. This is the thing. Once you get the data sufficiently, you will see the status as okay, and if the threshold crosses any 3 failure attempts, you should see an alarm coming. So, after a few seconds you should see this is an okay, but meanwhile we will go with the testing this alarm. So, go to IAM, maybe this particular one I use. Go to IAM, this is we are testing this alarms basically. So, just understand that there is already an IAM user created for you. You can click users, test user is there, username is test. Click the security credentials, you will see a console sign in URL where you can log in as a user. Do not open and do it on this browser. Instead of that, open a new incognito window and paste the URL. So, what do you do? Most importantly, you will see a console login. Okay, you will see console login. The username is already test, which we already knew, test, TEST, and the password, give some random values, Okay. When you say sign in, it will say your authentication is not correct, expected. Maybe once again, just say sign in. 3 times, we have kept threshold for 3 times. Try for 3 times. Okay, 3 times the authentication is failure. If you want, you can reset the password and then log in, but that is not our intention. Now you see this one, see this slab. So we tried for 3 times. Okay, enter this test, password as test. You can sign in also. We tried for 3 times. Each time whenever you attempt, you will see the message that indicating that login is incorrect, that is expected. Okay. So once you are back, if you are not using console login, then you have to use this. I mean incognito window, then you have to go with step number 16, otherwise not required. So you can go to CloudWatch and see metrics. Okay. So here, this is already my CloudWatch. I go to metrics. You see all metrics. Okay. See all metrics, and in custom namespace you see CloudTrail metrics. Yeah. Yeah, you can see this CloudTrail metrics. Okay, metrics with no dimensions. Absolutely, you can see console login failure count. You select this. You should see something which is a dot appearing. A dot appearing. This is the graph. This is the graph. Means that there is one failure count. There is one failure count which has been recorded. So that's what he means to say. You can see the graph. Okay. You can see the graph also, and of course let us see this alarms. Let us see this alarm space. Try to refresh. Try to refresh. It still is showing as like this. Alarms. You should see one alarm basically. Or all alarms, click this. Still it is showing as insufficient data, but you should see an alarm coming very soon. This is what he means to say. The blue dot should appear, which is already shown here. This blue dot means that there is one threshold which has been crossed. One threshold which has been crossed in your alarms. Yeah, you can see this in alarm. And also please watch this one. You should see an email also. Yeah, failed logins. If you are seeing this email, failed logins with the name, then yes, with insufficient data, I mean alarm, it has crossed to alarm, then you are successful. Also let us explore this what we call as the metrics also. So in this CloudWatch, all metrics, yeah, metrics with no dimensions, graph this metrics. So the dot which we already observed, and of course, yeah, you have seen this what we call as this is how the mail looks like. This is how the mail looks like. The same thing is shown across. You are receiving a mail so and so in the inbox. Fine. So this completes our task number 4. If you get the mail, then you are done. Task number 5, querying the CloudTrail logs by using the CloudWatch Logs Insights. Okay. So here, go back to CloudWatch Logs, the Log Insights. So we understood about alarms. Now go back to Logs Insights, that's there in your logs. There is already, this is the CloudTrail log insight. So, what we are going to do, from the select log groups drop down menu, log insights section under heading, select CloudTrail log group. Here select, fine, remove of this script, and copy this filter script, copy this and run this query. Okay, and run this query. So, once you have run, okay, you should see a graph like this. You can close this window. Yeah, you should see something like this. Scroll down, run query. Once you are done, you should see a graph also which is coming like this. You need to wait a little bit. You will see a small line which is coming like this. If you see that line, it's matching basically like this. The output should show you similar, because this is a failure one which is now shown across, a failure. One failure is there, the one count should be there, and you are defining all this. Run this query. Yeah, it should show the record. Okay, so the output should show something as I mentioned like this. If you get it, fantastic. That's all. That is the end of our task. If you get that, fine. If you don't get, just wait for some more time and then try to refresh. You should be able to get the the failed attempts, because since anyway you have already the mail also, it should come. So, that is all about this particular one. I think as I mentioned, the grading is not up to mark, but try to submit. And watch the grades. Even if you don't get the grades, it's okay. At the time of running this particular one, the grades are not getting updated. Yeah, it is running now. It is 25 by 25, all things done. You can see the CloudWatch alarm has been created, and CloudWatch alarm state has also, or received, alarm state has been achieved. So, the full marks which are there. So, that is all about this lab. So, finally, we have learnt all the topics related to CloudWatch, CloudTrail, EventBridge, and of course, how to create alarms and also notifications, SNS topic also. Yeah. Thank you everyone, and bye.